match of the week here. Both sides, interestingly enough, their away kits, their alternative kits for this game. Veszprem in the white today, although playing in Europe, Nantes have been playing in the dark kit more often than not. And it looks like it's going to be Nantes to get us underway here in Match of the Week. It's the first leg of the quarterfinals of the HF Champions League. And it'll be Nantes attacking from right to left in their all-dark kit. And Veszprem in the white, defending on the left-hand side. And it's Aymeric Meen, the man I mentioned, who had such a big impact in the playoff game against Kielce. He missed the first leg and came back from injury for the second leg. Had a fantastic performance. Good to see he's back to full fitness. And we'll be able to compete here out in the left-back position. It's Alexandre Cavalcanti, number 8, the Portuguese international. And here he is with the first shot that's blocked down by that big centre block by Veszprem, who take it away down the other end. And it's Matej Lekoy who drops it off to Yahi Omar, having a look around. He tries to find his way through, but takes a few too many steps. He was fouled as well by Cavalcanti. To the right wing there, and the only out-and-out winger for this Veszprem side puts the first goal away. That's Gasper Margic. First 1-0 to the away side. It's Eduardo Gerbindo on the ball, playing at right back, starting ahead of Kirill Lazarov today. He'll be moving on next season to Vardar. Been a great servant for this club. Going into the second line is Valero Rivera, their top scorer. Meen lays it off to Gerbindo. That took a deflection off a defender and out for a corner ball. Rodrigo Corrales looking a bit maybe frustrated there. I think he felt he would have got his hands to it. But it remains not ball. Around comes Peshmalbek. He's having a fantastic season in his first real season as the first choice line player for Nantes. Ball. It's very much the Vuko Borujan approach. Doesn't mess around. Once he gets the luck, and if he's feeling confident, which is most of the time, he'll fire one away. An interesting approach. We often see it with Veszprem, and David Lavista, the nearest wing player, in this case Gasper Margic, comes off. Does not defend, so they can bring a bit more beef into the center of that defense. And just look at how big they are as well. Some serious power there, and interesting to see how Nantes are going to deal with this. David Davis did say in his pre-match comments that they are such a tricky and awkward side to deal with. Matej Lekoy with the same approach, saying that you really just don't know what to expect from this side. A uncomfortable style to deal with, both in attack and defense. So we'll see how they manage it. So far, after just under 3 minutes of play, it's been a decent start for Veszprem, particularly with that defense. Borujan now lays it off to Lekoy, and Lekoy plays it down low between the legs, I think, of Emil Nielsen. Still looking for his first save of the day. Not much chance there, and defense really not activated for Nantes at the moment. Cavalcanti in the centre, Aymeric Meen looking to slow things down and get it started again with a set play. Directing his line player. They could do with a nice long play and a set piece like this, find a way through on goal, Nantes. Or you can go through right down the middle, and that's what Aymeric Meen does. He's a really quick turn of pace, and you saw it there. It looked like he was drifting through, and then just saw a little gap, turned it on, and left Vuko Borujan for dead there. Placed it past Rodrigo Corrales, who had guessed the right way, but didn't get there on time. And it's a one-goal game. Lekoy out to Borojan. Borojan from 10 meters, and I think that might have taken a deflection. Nielsen guessed out to the right-hand side, and it just kind of rolled past him. Nice ball into the line there, and seeing just how powerful Dragan Kecmanovic can be, and just how versatile he is in that line as well. He really gets his hands to anything, that young man. A nice ball out to the right wing again, and near post. And Veszprem really wasting absolutely no time in their attack, and you can't blame them. 5 goals for them already, not even 5 minutes played. And Nielsen getting nowhere near them in these opening stages, but you can't really blame them, because every single time Veszprem are getting a clear look on goal. Something for Alberto Entrerrias to worry about here, perhaps, particularly with his defense. Still early doors here. Ball behind the back goes eventually out to Valero Rivera. He recycles things out in the left wing. Mean tries to find his way through. Referees say there was no attacker foul. In fact, it's going to be a warning for flopping by Vuko Borojan. He tried to draw the attacker foul there. The referee's not too happy with it. He gives his thumbs up in acknowledgement, and we go again. Bindo. Around comes Balagay from the right wing in his backcourt position. Also a decent backcourt player, at least momentarily. He can shoot from 9-10 meters when called upon. Nice weapon to have out there on the right-hand side. Here he is again at right back. Cuts inside looking for the line player. Eventually lays it out to Cavalcanti, who leaves it behind him, and a turnover ball. Not a great start for the Portuguese left back. Couple of unsuccessful shots and a turnover there. Nice tackling out on Borojan on that occasion. Yahya Omar lays it off to Lekoy. He looks for space. Borojan really could have played it out to the left wing there, but he just had eyes for the goal, and that's it. You could see Balagay cut inside, and all the space that Kent O'Mahony out in the left wing, but he hasn't seen a ball so far today. Seems the way things are going, you could put anywhere out in that left wing, or anyone out in that left wing, it may not matter. Bindo. Oh, that's much better, and the first goal of the day for Alexandru Cavalcanti. That's needed for him. A confidence booster after a couple of misses. Yahya Omar now letting that one slide, and he's calling a turnover. Not exactly sure what. He did let the ball slip, but it wasn't a double dribble by any means. As we saw the replay there, a foul on Imric Mean, who seems to be the most dangerous of the Nantes attackers so far. Really talented playmaker. Been a lot of chat over the last year or so about his inclusion in the French team. People not happy about him not being included in the championships, but starting to get a look in now, and that could be a bit of a bolter for the Olympics this summer. Dean lays it off to Gerbindo, and an attacker foul call with the referees. Counter-attack opportunity for Veszprem if they fancy it. In the end, Lekoy decides to slow things down. It was good transition defense from Nantes, who started to settle things down now. They've stepped out on Borojan a couple of times, and so much so that Nikolai Markussen has come in already, so barely 8 minutes played. Already a substitution in the backcourt. The big Dane, Markussen, out in the left-back position. There's the save for Nielsen, and he doesn't get the second one, though. It's Nielsen, a different Nielsen, Andreas Nielsen. Picks up the rebound, gives Veszprem a 2-goal lead. Cavalcanti goes down the left-hand side. Not a good angle whatsoever for Valero Rivera there. Pull off something magical. And his fellow Spaniard, Morales, just stood there and watched it fly over the crossbar. So interesting to see that rotation already. Maybe we will see a lot of it in the backcourt from David De Vries and Veszprem today. They have a lot of options to choose from. That ball isn't any good. The chance down the right-hand side for David Balagay, and he puts it in the top left-hand corner. And the first counter-attacking goal of the day from Nantes. They're back within one. Doesn't feel like they're having a great game, but I was going to say they're still within a goal. Make that 2. Yahya Omar breaking through as the defense parted. Nice move there from Mate Lekoy. He is very good at dropping balls off to his left and right backs and then just bashing into the defense. And gets away with it most of the time as well. Save there by Corrales. Not happy that the rebound goes into Nantes' hands though. Thibaut Brier in the backcourt now, so 2 changes already, both in the left-back position. Interestingly enough, Cavalcanti's off. Young Thibaut Brier in. Second line player coming in from the right-hand side. Ball into the center to Mean. Mean lays it off to Gurbindo. Brier. Gurbindo cuts out to the left-hand side. Not a lot of space there. Brier lays it off. That's a good pass and a good save. Picked up the rebound, but the referee said he collected it from inside coming out. And a big, big save there by Rodrigo Corrales. Kept that big left paw up. Stood tall. Good stop. Gets a bit of a pat on the back from Vladimir Chubara. Great goalkeeper duo built up by Veszprem here. Both, it's fair to say, almost equally as good as the other on a given day, and that's a nice bit of play as well as Gaspar Margic came in as a second line player and on his way out collected it. You can see the frustration on the face of Emil Nielsen there. 8 goals conceded in almost 11 minutes of play. Not looking good so far for him in this Nantes defense. Mean. It's Brier on the left-hand side. Coming into the center now on an empty switch. He can build up ahead of speed. Nice ball in there. It's unfortunate. I think good defending, it has to be said, by Patrick Ligatvari. It was almost into the hands of Rivera. Lekoy happy to calm things down now. They're on a bit of a run here. Veszprem a couple of goals in a row and a chance for them to build up a 4-goal lead, which would be quite significant at this early stage. Don Marcuson not happy with the explosive spread on the ball. Not sticky enough. Bertrand Trarios watching on, can't be happy with the defense so far. And Trarios and his opposite number, David Davies, have shared a lot of history together over the years. They're exactly the same age, 44 years of age. Played together for a number of years with Ciudad Real, winning 3 Champions Leagues during that time. And I'll take a pause just to say, I was going to see this goal, but another wonderful stop by Corrales. He is the difference so far in this game. And down the other end, Hayden Nantes coming in for the first time in attack. As I was saying, this replay here, you can almost put your mortgage on Balagay putting away chances like that, but not on this occasion. Yahya Omar going the long way around, lays it off. Is there space for the Nantes? It doesn't matter if there is or not, he's going to go for it. As I was saying about the new coaches, we've won 3 EHF Champions Leagues together. As players back in the day with Ciudad Real. Also won Olympic, European and World Championship medals with Spain. They shared a lot of good times together. Only one of them can go to Cologne though. Omar to Nantes. She finds the line somehow there, and a big save for Nielsen. Big for his confidence, if nothing else. Oh, and that's a few too many steps for Aymeric Mean. He left everyone for dead there, but he took about 7 steps doing it. And then too many steps called against Peter Nantes. Well, I have to look at the replay for that, but the referees giving nothing there, not an inch. And you can see, signaling to David Davies that it was in fact a steps call. Usually the kind of thing players will get away with, particularly as they stroll around the 10-11 meter mark. This time, Brier And the left-hand side, that's a nice pass out to Rivera. This time he makes no mistake, goes for the near post. And a much-needed goal for Nantes there, and there was a bit of a let-off for them because they just give it away moments ago, only to be given it straight back by Peter Nenadic's steps. Yeah, travelling call is something you not surprised to see with Peter Nenadic, just kind of drift around. Oh, well, he just gives that ball away, and in the end, a free throw given to Gasper Modric. A bit of remonstrating with the referees momentarily. He seems to be happy with the call eventually. Let's look at that one again. Free throw given. And again, Nikolai Markussen not happy with the ball. Sweaty palms all over the place here so far. The occasion maybe getting to some players with ball slipping out of a few players' hands as well. Almost a quarter of the way through this first leg in the UHF Champions League quarterfinals. And a 2-goal game so far. Veszprem looking the brighter of the two sides, and a chance for them to open up a 3-goal lead, and they do exactly that. Peter Nenadic making it look easy, barely moving as well. Brie, that's a nice ball. It's got to be a penalty. It is indeed a penalty, and a 2-minute suspension for Kenton Mahé. That's his first involvement in the game, and the first 2-minute suspension of the game. Let's look at that one again. He tries to help out, but as you can see, inside defending and kind of just put his body out there. Gurbindo rides the challenge. Not an easy fall, but seems to be okay. And Rivera with the penalty, fakes it once and goes down the left-hand side to make it a 2-goal game again. And the important thing at this stage, particularly in the first leg, although Nantes don't seem to be playing particularly well, they are just 2 goals down, and as we know well in handball, that means absolutely nothing. It can be changed in a matter of moments. And we see Kirill Lazarov entering the court for the first time today, defending as well out in the left wing position. Things you don't expect to see. Kirill Lazarov defending in the left wing position, as we see Peter Nenadic put away another goal, but here he is in a more favoured central position as the playmaker at the moment. Has a look around, bounces out to Brie, another bounce though, slows things down, and Rivera has to recycle it. Lazarov comes around in the empty switch into the center again. Kirill Lazarov, first shot of the game and first goal of the game. Corrales had his hands to it, but not enough to keep it out. Really no nonsense approach there by Lazarov. He was in for about 20-30 seconds for his luck, and also firing right down the middle of that Veszprem center block. Impressive stuff. Although Corrales had a decent start to the game, struggling a little bit now. In fact, both goalkeepers just with 2 saves to their name so far. Of course, saves like that one from Nielsen don't count when there is a free throw or a penalty given afterwards. Always find that a bit harsh, because, you know, if a goal does go in, even if somebody is being fouled, it does count as a goal. But, you know, goalkeepers have to make saves regardless of the situation, and sometimes they should be rewarded for that. Makeda now right back now. He's being heavily marked by Lazarov, and a wild shot there wide to the right, and Nadic a bit slow to get up as well, so there's a counter-attack opportunity here. Looks for the line player, then decides to go alone. A poor shot though by Lazarov, and down the other end. Oh, is it picked up in Nadic? He absolutely collapses as well. A very awkward landing, and down the other end come Nantes again. Ball into the line, this time it works out, and Theo Monar puts it away. And that was a bit bizarre, it has to be said. Nice ball in the end to Theo Monar by Emerick Mean to put it away. But a great counter-attacking opportunity for Peter Nenadic, who, by all means, basically stayed in the attacking half and had a bit of fortune. Then as the ball was played to him, it collapsed backwards, left it behind. I'd like to see the replay of that. Thankfully, he's okay, though. It looked very awkward at the time. Ball over the top is a good one to Theo Manar, and it's 2 goals in a matter of seconds for him. Just like I said, 2 goals mean absolutely nothing in this sport. Now that lead cut down by the young line player in a matter of moments. Nikolai Markussen crashes one off the crossbar. Picked up gratefully by his fellow Dane, Emil Nielsen, who may have got a touch of that on the way through. All of a sudden now, Nantes, who have been the second best side in this game so far in the opening 18 minutes, have a chance to take a lead. Brie. Theo Manar, still with no name in the back of his shirt. Don't know what he has to do to earn one. Big number 26. Lazarov looks to lay that one off, I think, but Vuko Borojan got his hands around him. And we go again. Mean. In comes Brie on the empty switch. Down the center, looking to prod, and almost stolen by Borojan. Good defending there. Moraes with his hands all over Brie. Gives away the free throw. Lazarov calling Balagay in as a second line player, and Kenton Mahe getting his hands on top of Lazarov. Lazarov not happy about it, but Mahe not willing to back down in that staring contest. Here we go again. Brie hesitates, plays it back into the center. Mean, oh, Mean gives Nantes the lead. It's taken 19 minutes, but they've gotten their first lead of the game. Markussen, Borojan, can he cut it down immediately? Makeda goes the long way around. Nice ball inside, but a great save by Emil Nielsen. And we see the first real fist bump and slapping the crossbar from the young Dane, as he makes a big, big stop there. Huge moment for him. You can see just how much it means to him. And when speaking to him last week, he admits that he is very much a confidence goalkeeper. And once he gets his first few saves in, he really turns things around for him. And he gets into a bit of a hot streak. And we'll see if that's the start of it for him today. Pulled off some huge performances so far this season, particularly in the second leg of the playoffs against Kielce. And then a few weeks ago in the French League, where they beat PSG in PSG. A remarkable victory for them. They've been showing this season that they are capable of mixing it with the very best. And, well, they're in the quarterfinals for a reason. Lazarov from a long way out. Not a great decision there, I think it has to be said. Corrales, though, had to make the save, and he did. And away come Veszprem. Borojan. Nenadic, while being dragged out of by Gurbindo, decided to take the shot anyway, knew the free throw was coming. And in comes Andy Nielsen in on the line. Nenadic lays it off to Borojan. He's got space from outside, but well read by Nielsen. Has a look around, and there's a body on the ground there. I think it's Borojan, but they continue play anyway, and it's Kirill Lazarov from the right wing position. Puts it away for his second goal of the game. Nice move there by Monar, drawing in the defenders. And a good finish by the 41-year-old Macedonian player coach Kirill Lazarov nowadays. Recently signed another year contract with Nantes, so he's going to continue playing, which is great. I think everyone wants to see him continue for as long as possible. Still doing the business at 41 years of age, and also coaching on the side as well. So next season, as he's playing professional handball with Nantes, he will be leading North Macedonia to the EHF Euro in Slovakia and Hungary, which will be an interesting experiment, because I think he'll want to play a fair bit as well. You see Nantes, a chance through Rokovnicek. He could go alone there, lays it off eventually to Kirill Lazarov, tries to lob him, and that shows us why he's not a wing player. But also, Rokovnicek could have just gone alone there. Anyway, we continue. We focus on the madness that's happening down the other end. Well picked up there. That's great hustle. Thibaut Brie managing to get that ball out of absolutely nothing. And a timeout, I think, is called there. HBC Nantes, or just, no, I think it's just to clean up the floor, to be honest. I don't know why Nantes would want to take a timeout at this time. It would have been a surprise if they did. They really have the momentum very much in their side at this moment. Let's look at that one again. Poor pass in the first place. Nantes just tries to keep it in play, and then a great dive down there. You could just see how much more he wanted it, Thibaut Brié. That's what matters at moments like this, at this level of the competition. David de Vries said it well in his pre-match quotes. At this level, every single team is playing like there is no tomorrow. Well, that's what you want to see when you're a coach. Maybe not quite happening so far today. Ovnicek does well to dance through the defenders, but it's a good save by Corrales. Unfortunate there for Rok Ovnicek, did everything right. And same a couple of moments ago, created space where nobody expected it, not even himself, and he played the ball off to Lazarov instead. Mahe on the ball now in the backcourt, going in as a second-line player. Around comes Borojan. Borojan hold down by Cavalcanti. And this Nantes defense with Monar, Cavalcanti, Brié, and Gurbindo at the heart of it, growing in confidence moment by moment here. A real contrast to the opening 10 minutes or so where they conceded 8 goals. Here they are now after 23 minutes of the first half, just 10 goals conceded. Makeda, Borojan, good defending again on the edge of what is safe and what is not, but referees are happy with it. And that's good play though, as a free throw is finally called. Theo Monar giving that one away. You can see with Gurbindo and Monar and Brié really happy to step out on the shooters now at 9 meters and take them on. Proving, as Mathieu Lecoy said, just how awkward they are as opponents. And again, Lecoy with the space though, dances through, and that's a good finish. He landed inside though, according to the referees, and a penalty is given for the shove in the back. I think it was the right decision there by Georgi Nachevsky. Oh, well, I think he might have actually been still outside as he shot it. A bit unfortunate there for Lecoy, but it won't matter if Gasper Margic can put away this penalty. And he does exactly that, placing it into the bottom left-hand corner. 1 goal game, and much needed goal for Veszprem. It's been a while for them. We're very much in command there for a while, leading 10-7, and a 5-goal run for Nantes in the last 8 minutes of play has turned this game on its head. Still early days though. 6 minutes left, or 5 minutes left in the first half. Ball into the line is a good one, and another penalty given this time to Nantes and Dragan Pešmalbek as he's being dragged out of by Blaž Blagotinšek. Oh, well, yeah, he almost lost his shirt there. Difficult to argue with that one. Good save nonetheless by Corrales. Rivera with the penalty. Oh, and he just sneaks it past Corrales. Cheeky smile on his face as he looks back. Got a good hand to it, but just put it a bit too low, and it sneaked over the line. Leo Rivera not bothered by that in the slightest. 3rd goal of the game for him. After 2 misses early on, he's recovered well, and that's a miss by Andreas Nielsen. Not sure if Emil got a touch to it. Ovnicek taking it into the center now. Nantes, the team who can dictate the pace, slow things down if they want to, and set it up in attack. Lazarov on the right-hand side. In comes Brié. Kirill Lazarov has a look around, looking for that line player originally, but the Veszprem defense know that as well. Ovnicek receives it in the center from Lazarov. Brié. Around comes Dematran from the left wing as a second line player. Kirill Lazarov, 3rd goal of the game. making it look easy when it works out for him. Bolajan out to the left wing, and that's going to be a penalty and a 2-minute suspension to boot, I think, for Kirill Lazarov. Yes, it is. It looked bad anyway. Not too sure what the contact was. The replay will show us, and Kirill remonstrating with his fellow Macedonians. I think you can see from that angle just a little push on the hip. Yeah, plenty of contact there. And enough to send Kenton Mahé off balance. Poor Kenton hasn't seen a lot of the action so far today. Got himself a 2-minute suspension earlier on, but he's won a penalty there to be taken by the other wing. Gasper Marguc scored the last one. And he does it again this time. The other corner on this occasion. And Veszprem back within 2. Lazarov still looking pretty unhappy with that decision, but hard to argue again. Good vision from the referees. No well-earned penalty. That's 3 penalties in the space of about a minute and a half. Gerbindo now back in at right back. No goalkeeper at home, mind you, as Nantes play 6-on-6 in attack. They take their sweet time as well. Ovnicek, well, he's not looking to take any time at all. Of course he'd do that as soon as I say those words. The important thing is he gets himself a goal, his first of the day. Nantes up by 3 now. How do you like that? For the opening 10-15 minutes, it's very much like it was going to be Vesprem's day. They've really just switched off an attack. Maybe overdoing it in terms of substitution so far. Still trying to find the best lineup. This first lineup was pretty good. That's a good save by Emil Nielsen. And Kenton Mahé was in acres of space. He tried to rush the shot. And to be fair, hasn't seen a lot of the action so far today. And when you're a wing player who has barely touched the ball for, what is it, 27 minutes, 28 minutes? It's a tricky thing to get into it after that time. And with that, the first time out of the day for Nantes. They find themselves in a beautiful position here towards the last 2 minutes of the first half, leading by 3. Let's hear what Alberto Contreras has to say.
On va jouer un 5 isolé. Tête, ok? Je préfère le faire contre Blagotinček ou Borozan. Borozan, ça va monter aussi, tu peux mettre la balle par là. Je mets à droite. Je mets à droite. Lui, il joue en 5. Il joue en 5. Et tu fais isolé. D'accord? Attention, il reste 20 secondes. On joue jusqu'au bras levé, il n'y a pas de souci.
Surtout les rapides, les gars.
Baptiste, tu vois que Rock prend un shoot, il est loin, c'est toi qui sors.
Les gars, on finit bien, les gars, concentrés. Allez, tous.
Replay of Emil Nielsen's last save. He's leading the goalkeeper battle slightly. 6 saves from 18 shots so far. 5 from 20 for Corrales. Will he face another one here? He does, but he can't get a hand to it. And it's a goal for David Balaguer and a 4-goal lead for Nantes. Just over 90 seconds left in this first period. Yahya Omar tries to wriggle himself free, lays it off to Bolajan, but really they're just so packed together in the backcourt, so willing to move ahead of their time and look for those shooting positions. Losing a bit of patience here. David De Vries wants to get them in the dressing room. Not too much further damage at this stage. Omar looking for the line, and well, further damage almost gave the ball away for another counter-attack. The referees bail him out of jail on this occasion. Hand is up for passive play. Nenadic tries to spin around his man. Cavalcanti is onto him. And still up for passive play. Nantes right down the centre, and it's a good stop. Straightforward stop, to be fair, but Nielsen still has to get his body behind it. And with a shooter like that, you've got to give credit to every stop that a goalkeeper makes. Again, too much sweat in the goal, I think. And with 36 seconds left in this first half, Nantes find themselves 4 goals to the good. As mentioned before, it was 10-7 to Veszprem at one stage, halfway through the first half to be precise. But Nantes have turned this game on its head. Veszprem. Brie lays it off to Gerbindo. Oh, he could have gone alone, laid it off to Balagay instead. Still time though. Obnicek tries to burst through, and well, Eduardo Gerbindo was just too kind on that occasion. Referee's asked the men to get back in their position. Here we go again. 10 seconds left in the first half. Obnicek drifts out to the right-hand side, lays it off. Ball inside to really nobody on the line. Well, Pitch Malbec was in the line, but there's no space in the line, and that's the end of the first half. So there'll be a standing shot from 9 meters to finish it off. So they give it to Thibaut Brie, and that's exactly what they've done. Brie versus 7 men at the end of this first half. What can he do from 9 meters? Shot goes over the crossbar, and that's it for the first half. And it's HBC Nantes with a 4-goal lead. The big underdogs in this quarterfinal stage, but maybe it's fair to say there are no real underdogs at the quarterfinal stage in games like this. The 8 best teams in Europe facing off. And it was a really solid start to the game for Telekom Veszprem as they raced into a 3-goal lead by the quarter-hour mark. The Nantes defense really turning things on, though. And this second quarter of the game turned the game on its head. A 5-goal run over the space of 8 minutes has seen them take a lead, and really looking good for it as well. Emil Nielsen starting to step up with 7 saves from 19 in the first half. And Kira Lazarov coming in and scoring 3 goals as well. A few players on 3 goals. We'll look at the scores in just a moment. A reminder that this is the first leg of the quarterfinals, so we will go to Hungary next week for the second leg. So basically, no matter what happens here today, a lot to play for over the next 90 minutes of handball between today and next week. But not at the break, looking really good, and for a side that, relatively speaking, are newcomers in this competition, just their 4th season in Europe, really have made the quarterfinals, and this business end of the HF Champions League their home. They've been in Cologne once before. Can they do it again? So far, so good for them. And I think we'll take a break here as we leave you with the highlights, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes time with live coverage of the second half. It is Nantes 16, Veszprem 12.
pause 16 à 12. Super performance, super première mi-temps, grosse défense. Les arrêts des 2017. À propos des 2017. Soyez devant vos écrans de télévision demain soir, vendredi 14 mai à 20h45. Reportage sur les 2017 ici à la Hache. Sur tout le sport demain soir. France Télévisions. 20h45 sur la 3. Tout le sport avec Émile Nielsen en reportage exclusif de pas manquer. On va démarrer dans un peu plus d'une minute. Cette fois, ce sont les Hongrois de Veszprem qui vont donner le coup d'envoi. On espère que ça vous plaît devant vos écrans. On espère que les supporters de l'heure sont satisfaits de la prestation de leurs joueurs favoris. Ça vous plaît, Madame la Ministre? Vous pouvez encourager là, car vous pouvez taper dans les mains, vous pouvez signer ici, c'est Nantes. On vous en rendra vivement. Quelques euros présents ce soir à la Arena. On va retrouver bientôt 800 spectateurs avant les coups. Et on croise les doigts pour que cette Arena vibre de nouveau très rapidement. Aux accents de ces fidèles supporters, de ces fans, de ces ultras, de ces inconditionnels. Parce qu'ici, c'est Nantes. Et la grosse défense de la première période, on va continuer, on va repartir tout de suite très fort face à la grosse attaque, l'énorme attaque de Veszprem. Il y a des lourds en face, il y a des solides, il y a des costauds.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the second half of Match of the Week. Apologies for the slight delay in getting the audio back up. And we're underway with Nantes leading 16-12 at the break. And already a couple of stops from the two goalkeepers. As we see the second half of the first leg in the quarterfinals of the UHF Champions League. Battle for a place in the UHF Final Four on the 12th and 13th of June in Cologne. Continues, the ball into nobody there, picked up by Cavalcanti, takes it over the halfway line. The search for the first goal of this second half continues. Sammy Nielsen picking up where he left off at the end of the first half there. And Rodrigo Perales, who, despite having a bit of a slow second quarter of the game, maintains his spot in goal. And a penalty earned there by Aymeric Mean. Grace Nielsen not too happy about that. Let's look at the replay there, and you can see a bit of a mixture of a shove in the back and also grabbing the shirt of Aymeric Mean as he broke through. And we see Vladimir Chupara come in between the posts for the first time today to face this penalty. Be Valero Rivera step up to take it. Already has some success from the penalty line so far today. Can he get this first goal of the second half? Yes, he does. Spins it past the standing leg of Chupara. And Nantes now lead by 5 on the day. Nice move there by Valero Rivera, who, after missing his first 2 shots of the day, has built up a lot more confidence and been banging in the goals. Bolojan, speaking of banging in the goals, well, he hasn't done it for a while now, and Emil Nielsen reading these backcourt shooters very, very well. Was all over that. Cavalcanti deciding to slow things down. Nantes really happy with the situation they're in right now. That was a good stop by Nielsen. Made it look easy in the end. And Vuko Borujan, who be full of power and confidence at the beginning of the first half, is looking a bit lost in the backcourt at the moment. Oh, and a bit of luck for Cavalcanti. Took the shot, and then Corrales again looking frustrated. Might have had that one covered if not for the deflection from the defenders. Save again. Referees are happy with the defending, and a fast break opportunity down the left-hand side. Valera Rivera, and how about that 19-12 for Nantes? And is that a timeout already? Valera Rivera in flying form at the start of this second half. Emil Nielsen stopping everything coming his way, and a timeout called by David Davis. Let's listen in.
It's not clear. It's not the attack. The attack is not clear. It's not clear. And then we are not running back. Yaki, I told you, don't shoot there. No. The time you should here. It's so clear. It's so clear. And then we don't run back. The problem is that we don't run back.
Guys, we can only fight. Get down. Fight, guys. Fight.
Davis saying the problem is there, we don't run back, but also saying in the attack. And it's been a wasteful start to the second half for Veszprem, putting themselves in a really tricky situation at the moment. Nantes, a side that when they're in a good run of form, when they're building momentum, really hard to stop. And they've been doing it for the last month or so, both in the French league and in Europe. Continuing it here tonight. Now, dearly they would love to have their crowd here at the H Arena, but as you can see from the banners to the left-hand side of the screen, fans are very much behind them and showed their love as well outside the arena earlier on today, as we see the first goal of the second half for Veszprem, and Andreas Nielsen stayed down afterwards. A 2-minute suspension given as well to Dragan Peshmalbek. So look at the replay to see exactly what happened there. Whatever happened, takes a lot to get Andy Nielsen down and staying down. And it was contact with the face, I think. Holding onto the shirt and dragged up to his eyes. Nielsen blinking away there. Looks to be in a bit of discomfort. Hopefully he'll be okay and can come back on court in a moment. But he's delivered a much-needed goal for this Veszprem side, who find themselves 6 goals down, but they are a man up now for the next minute and 40 seconds. Monar comes in on the line, around in the line switch, lays it off to Gurbindo. Cavalcanti, Mean, Gurbindo. Cavalcanti on the left-hand side, good stop by Corrales. But even a stop won't put a smile on his face at this stage. He seems pretty unhappy that one of his defenders didn't pick up the loose ball afterwards. It remains in Nantes' possession. Balagay on the carousel on the right-hand side. Mean, Gurbindo looking to open up some space on the right-hand side, and that's why, but the pass is a bit wide. It goes over the end line. Nantes, stolen, but a free throw given against Eduardo Gurbindo. And his hands round Peter Nantes, who made the most of it as he whipped out that pass. Nantes, Omar. Back to Nantes, 2 men on the line. With Borujan helping out over there, and that's a poor pass out to the right-hand side, a bit too high for Gasper Mogric. Emil Nielsen has to climb up 4 rows of stairs to pick up the ball. Not a great pass there by Peter Nantes, who's struggling to find a bit of form today. Much like Borujan, looked pretty bright at the beginning when he first came on, but as a few loose passes like that, a few dodgy shots as well. It's all adding up. And adding up in the favor of Nantes. will be happy to have killed off this penalty. This 2-minute penalty. Ball into the line, eventually goes into the hands of Monar. It's saved by Corrales and out over the sideline. Did well there, came out, stood strong there, Corrales. He's adding a few more saves to his tally here. And he just needs his teammates to pick up the slack as well. Cavalcanti into Mean. Rubindo. Round comes Valero Rivera as the second line player. Back into Mean in the center. Is there space? Rubindo has a look around. There is space on the left-hand side. Lays it off eventually. And it's a bit over-egged, the putting on this occasion. Really just trying to find that perfect luck, that perfect pass. Taking a bit too long in the end there, Emerick Mean. He gets the free throw. The hand is up for passive play, though. Rubindo. No space there for Balaguer, and he spins that one wide to the left. A chance now for Veszprem to cut the deficit a bit, and they really do need a goal here at this stage. Omar lays it off to Gasper Marguč. Gasper Marguč into the top left-hand corner. He makes no mistake with his opportunity. He tries to rev up the boys. Nicely done by Yahya Omar. Drew in the defenders. Even though it was a slow ball out to the wing, there was still plenty of space there for Marguč. Balaguer. Ball into the line is a beauty, and beautifully picked up by Peshmalbek as well. Straight after coming on from his 2-minute suspension. Plucked it out of the air with his right hand, and a similar pass inside doesn't work out for Nielsen as Emil Nielsen, namesake but spelled differently, pronounced differently as well, to be fair. And oh my goodness, what has Yahya Omar done there? Brilliant bit of athleticism there, showing his gymnastic skills as he tried to avoid injury. Maybe jumped a bit too high for his own good. Hopefully the lad's okay. Quite literally over the top. Mean cuts inside. Cavalcanti down the center. Cavalcanti finds the top right-hand corner. What a shot that was. So good that Corrales can't even throw it out again. Stuck it in the top right-hand corner. Through the hands of Rodrigo Corrales. Alexandre Cavalcanti. Emil Nielsen celebrating before the ball had even gone in. Nantes, Borujan goes the long way around to the right-hand side, but bounces that one into the top-hand corner, top left-hand corner. They needed that, but what they don't need is a counter-attack down the other end. Good defending, though, by Andreas Nielsen. Big Andy Nielsen, somehow the first man back in defense there. Did so well to stop that counter-attack. Rubindo had his eyes on the prize there. Lazarov comes in to replace him in the right back position. Mean. Lazarov almost stolen. Cavalcanti has it though. Lazarov not going anywhere. There was an overlap on the right-hand side perhaps, but they'll need to look for it again. Lazarov has his eyes in the center. That's the ball into the line, and it's a dodgy one. Two men in there on top of Dragan Peshmalbek, who gets the free throw. Lazarov. Mean out to the right-hand side. Lazarov tries to find the line again, and Peshmalbek gets off one man. Oh, brilliant play. Dragan Peshmalbek turns into a playmaker all of a sudden. Shook off one defender, and then tried to... Look at that again. Shook off Borujan, and then tried to beat Moraes. One of those 50-50s, whether it's an attack or foul or a penalty. I think a penalty, though. The referees think so too. To be taken. Valero Rivera takes it once. Finds the top left-hand corner. 7-goal lead again for HBC Nantes. And Rivera up to 6 goals on the night. Joint top scorer with Gasper Marguč. on the Veszprem side. 6 out of 6 for him. But it's in the backcourt. Veszprem are really struggling at the moment. That's a nice ball in, though, and Andy Nielsen wastes no time on that occasion. Looks like it'll be a 2-minute suspension as well for the challenge on Nantes. Gets up gingerly. Looks like he took a blow to the face. He'll be fine then. It's a big lad. But it really is in that backcourt where they are struggling at the moment. A stray hand there by Dragan Peshmalbek. Not sure if he had been punished. No. No 2-minute suspension showing up anyway. I heard the whistle to suggest there might have been a suspension. And it does say not empty goal, though. So we'll see if anybody's at home. It is a suspension. Eventually shows for us. It must be Theo Monar who got his suspension for the foul on the Nantes. Ball out to Balagay. I mentioned in the first half he's dangerous in the backcourt. David Balagay comes all the way around from the right wing, receives a perfect pass. Great timing there as Cavalcanti, who actually got the suspension with the hand on Nantes. Oh, and a goal there for Nantes, who really just went down Route 1 on that occasion. It's his preferred route most of the time. I think he would rather not get touched by defenders, but well, not shooting great today, so decided to drift into the 6-meter area, try his luck from there. He gets one in for what is his 3rd goal of the game. But the shooting, besides that, Vuko Bolojan, 3 goals from 7 shots. 1 from 4 for Yahya Omar. 3 from 5 from Nantes, which isn't too bad, to be fair, but he has given the ball away a couple of times. Lazarov. Brie leaves it behind him, but picked up by Peshmalbek. What a game this lad is having. Stepped out and saw exactly where that shot was going. A bit rushed on that occasion. That's really what Nantes don't need to do at this stage. They find themselves 6 goals to the good. They can control the tempo here. Just have to keep on pushing. If you slip up for any moment here, lose your concentration, you can get punished. And 6 goals, as Veszprem fans know all too well, can't be cut down in an instant. Nantes, Bolojan from 9 meters. Bolojan saved by Emil Nielsen. Gets up quickly to try to push the counter-attack. Lazarov in the center, has a look around. Can you try to find Peshmalbek? Wasn't a great pass and picked up by Bolojan. Bolojan down the left-hand side. Kenton Mahe has some space. Kenton Mahe finds the right-hand post, just inside the right-hand post, and 2 goals in quick succession for him. And that was quite sloppy, though, by Nantes, and not necessary. Like I was saying, you switch off for a moment and you get punished. And with that, I think Alberto Entrerios realizes it's time to reset a little bit and refocus. Let's hear what he has to say to his players.
Le plus important maintenant, c'est pas se précipiter. Ok, on a une belle avantage, il faut la garder. Si c'est pas clair, on attend, on fait les changements. D'accord? Ya défense en sac avec Bolosan. On va jouer en situación abierta. Place de tiro. directement extérieur. La Moraes ici, d'accord? Écoute, quand il y a, mais ici, donne la balle. Si Gorosan redescend là, du fort, tu passes. Si Gorosan il reste là, mets-toi derrière son dos. Ok? Pas du effort, pas du effort. Peut-être si Yaya flotte beaucoup, on pose un bloc extérieur. À vous de voir. D'accord? On fait double changement. Hey, la montée de balle, c'est Rock qui va monter dans l'axe central. Et Alex, tu sors. Nous, on est pas en Rock.
Allez, putain, hey, tout ce qu'on doit faire, on doit faire avec conviction, les gars. Allez, tous, allez.
Crucial stage of the game coming up now. 5 goals between the sides, and I feel that Veszprem, although they're not playing amazing handball at the moment, are finding a way back into this game. If they have another decent 5 or 10 minutes, can really cut the deficit here. And considering that Nantes were leading by 7 at one point, anything less than a 4-goal lead or something of the like. Wow, Rokovnicek, he just slips and slides. As I was talking nonsense there, he's getting the business done. 6-goal lead. Brilliant play by Ovnicek. Omar, Bolojan, Nenadic. Nenadic shoots off the defender and out for a sideline ball. As I was saying, it feels like an important time here, because if Veszprem do manage to cut the deficit to, say, 2 or 3 goals. And well, that shot did come off Andy Nielsen. It was a good call by the Nantes players who felt it was their ball. No angle whatsoever. Still a very decent shot by Yahya Omar. Comes crashing off the woodwork though. And Nielsen, did you see, touching his hand, saying, I got a touch to it. He wants the save to count. Well, he said to me last week, he said to us on the Uninformed Handball Hour, that anything less than 15 saves for him isn't a good day at the office. He wants 15 every time. He's got 13 at the moment, by my reckoning. Lazarov, ball into the line. Oh, save by Corrales, who's got 10 now for the night. He's catching up on the goalkeeper stats. What matters is the goal stats, and at the moment, still 6 goals between the sides. No, he can't change it, Nenadic, but he does earn a penalty. Look at that one again. Good move there by Peter Nenadic. Really, really dangerous between 1 and 2. And for the first time today, it's Cyril Dumoulin in between the posts to face this penalty by Gasper Marguc. 6 out of 6 so far today. Fakes it once, Marguc, and drops it over the head of Dumoulin. Bring up 20 goals on the night for Veszprem. A 5-goal game once again. We're into the final quarter of this first leg. It's match of the week in the HF Champions League quarterfinals. We've had one big surprise result already today, with Aalborg beating Flensburg by 5 goals, 26-21 at home in Denmark. And we have the underdogs here, Nantes, leading by 5 as well. Ball out to the right wing. Could he have gone himself? Well, it doesn't really matter at this stage, but what does matter is it's another wonderful save by Rodrigo Corrales, who's really coming into this game now. Brilliant stop from him. Down the other end, and Nantes squeaks one through the defense and squeaks it past Emil Nielsen. 4-goal game. It's what I was saying, a really important phase of this second half. Veszprem coming back into it now. Let's look at that save again by Corrales, off the shoulder, and make sure it stays out with the left arm. Plenty of power on it as well, that shot. Oh, good stop, or good play there by Ovnicek. Squeaks past the fence again. He's just so difficult to stop when he's on the move. Always finds the gaps there. Sometimes doesn't even realize the gaps are there. That time he knew exactly what he was doing though. 2 goals in quick succession for him. That's what Nantes need at this stage. Continue to tick the scoreboard over. That was well. Was it more of a handoff or a pass? I'm not sure, but it doesn't really matter. Andy Nielsen puts it in the back of the net. And simple but effective stuff from this Veszprem side. And you feel with the talent and the power they have in the squad, that the simple and effective way is probably their best way. They don't need to overdo it. Lazarov straight down the middle and saved by Corrales. Taken over the halfway line by Nantes. Bodojan tries to go down the middle. Simple and effective, not on this occasion. Probably could have slowed things down, and that's what Makeda is telling him. Good defending as well by Peshmelbek. Bodojan comes crossing down. Big Montenegrin. 4-goal game. Really dangerous territory for the hosts at this stage. They held a 4-goal lead at half-time. Considering the lead they did hold early in this second half, where they were 21-14 up. This is looking like Veszprem making a late charge here in this first leg. Is that an attacker foul? No, it's a goal for Nantes, who's becoming really, really effective at this stage. He's getting himself about there, and a turnover picked up by Jorge Makeda. Save Nielsen, and that's huge. Absolutely huge for them. Would have been a disaster for Nantes if they'd given away 2 goals in quick succession like that, but instead it's young Baptiste Damatran who's just come on again in place of Valera Rivera. Gets himself on the scoreboard. Nice lob over the head of Rodrigo Corrales. And a 4-goal lead again for Nantes. First goal for Damatran today. And a change in the backcourt for Veszprem again. Well, it's been non-stop changes, to be fair. Really rotating the bench to the best of his ability. David Davies so far today. Lekoi now in the back 3 at the moment. He's momentarily in on the line. Now on the left-hand side, Makeda tries to find Nantes, but good defending. Good move there by Nantes, but just a bit too late. The pass didn't come through. Lekoi now tries to wriggle his way through. Foul call by the referees. And Nantes holding strong at the moment. Testing period for them. Another free throw. 2 men end up on the ground. Nielsen and Lekoi. Referees blow the whistle to have the floor swept up. A good call. And you have men like that after 50 minutes of play ending up on the ground. If Nantes can manage to hold out here after this long attack, it'll be a huge confidence booster. Same for Veszprem though, if they can get a goal here. And it's right into the hands of Emil Nielsen. He floats the ball over the top to the left-hand side. Damatran, he puts it away. Huge moment. First of all, Nielsen making it look easy with the caught save. And the nonchalant pass over the top to Baptiste Damatran. Look at that. Easy as you like. As if he's playing with his pals in Denmark on a Sunday afternoon. But here he is doing the business in the quarterfinals of the HF Champions League. I mentioned 15 saves is his magic number. He's got 15 now. Just over 40% save rate for the day. Lekoi out to Makeda. Was a good pass, and free throw given by the referees. Damatran helping out Brie there on that occasion. Kenton Mahe broke through, but the referees calling them back to start again. Lekoi. Makeda. Jorge Makeda lays it off to nobody. Ovnicek out to Damatran. He's got 2 goals in quick succession. Can he make it 3? No. Corrales with a good stop. It goes over the sideline. Kenton Mahe can't keep it in play. And Rodrigo Corrales really comes up with a big save here. He's done it on a few occasions so far today. Things seem to be going against Veszprem somewhat. He's there to back them up. Lazarov. Bruyere goes in as a second-line player. Space there in the left-hand side. Dematran again, and this time he makes no mistake. 3 goals in quick succession for the young left wing. Kento Mahe tries to go alone. Really starved of possession on the ball today. Kento Mahe trying to make the most of every opportunity. Good play there. Good patient play as well. Nantes looking for the right opportunity. Six-goal lead again. Think back just a couple of minutes ago. That could have been as small as 2. A left-handed shot by Peter Nantes. Well, you can see he's never once tried to shoot properly with that left hand. Well, I can laugh because I'd be the exact same if I tried to do it with my right hand. But what's important is that he was fouled against, and he earns the penalty to be taken by Gasper Marguch. Perfect on the penalty line so far today. What can he do on this occasion against Nielsen? Oh, he drops it in between his legs. Good finish there by the right wing. Ovnicek down to Bruyere. Omar waiting in on the line, and Bruyere goes in as second line player. Ball in, flight pass into Ovnicek. He lands in his space, but he scores the goal. Is it worth it? You can ask him after the game. I think he'd say yes. He looks all right. What a pass by Lazarov. You could see it come the long way around. And it looks like a foul has been called against Yahya Omar as well. Have to look at the replay there. But if he was fouled, then kudos to Ovnicek for maintaining his composure to put it away. He might have got a smack in the head on the way through. Hard to see from these angles. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Really hard to see where the infringement was there by Yahya Omar. But he gets the suspension anyway. And not 6 goals to good again. And now a man up for the next 2 minutes. Marguch helping out in the backcourt. Lekoy, Marguch again. Gerbindo steps up on the 5-1, looking to disrupt. Good play. Kento Mahe in as a second-line player. He's told to go back out again. And create a bit more disruption. He goes back inside. 3-line players in there momentarily. Marguch in the backcourt. It's all gone mad in this Veszprem attack. We've got wingers in the center. Backcourt players nowhere to be seen. Waiting there in the left back position, waiting for the ball. Yellow card to Alberto Contreras. He's demonstrating with the referees. Ball into Lekoy. Lekoy going down a cul-de-sac though. Wins the free throw to go again. Hand is up now for passive play. Trying to kill as much time as possible here, but there isn't that much time left in the game as well. They have to be wary of that. Lekoy blocked down. I think it was Peshmalbek or Cavalcanci who got his hands to it. Big roar by Cavalcanci. And still up for passive play. Kento Mahe at right back now. Really wants to get involved in the game here. Lekoy into the hands of Ovnicek. Fast break opportunity here. Ball to Alexandro Cavalcanci. Save by Corrales. And he's done it again, over and over again. He's bailed his Veszprem teammates out of jail. Borojan goes a long way around, ends up on the ground. Ball picked up by Dematran. What a great piece of hustle again. We've seen it a few times today from this Nantes side. Just wanting the ball a little bit more. 6 minutes left in the first leg here. And what a game it's been so far. It's been messy at times. Been Plenty of mistakes, but Kirill Lazarov makes no mistake there. But look, at this level, you can expect teams to make it as uncomfortable as possible for each other, to force mistakes from each other. And that's what we're seeing this Nantes side do to Veszprem for the most part. That guy, Borojan has a bit of space. And he waits. He's lost confidence. He doesn't want to shoot anymore. Good defending down their centre again. Cavalcanti and Peshmelbeck as well. They've been helped out by Brie and Gurdindo, also Theo Monar. All contributed to this defensive display, which, well, at the beginning looked like it wasn't going to come. Borojan gives it away. Dematran again, fights for it and he gets it. He doesn't need to play the ball too quickly there. What great hustle from the young left wing. Come in here for the final quarter of the game. Big call there. Bring in 21-year-old Baptista Matran instead of Valero Rivera, who himself has had a fantastic game, scoring 6 of 8 shots. And his 2 misses came right at the beginning. But Matran shown a lot of faith by Alberto Intrarios, and he's paying it back. Nazarov held up by Borojan. He doesn't mind it, I think, at this stage. Looking to dictate the pace here. Lazarov wide to the left. Nobody wants to pick up the ball, though. Well, Kento Mahe does. He takes it over the halfway line alone. Lays it off to Yahya Omar. Mahe just walks inside of the line. Trying to make things happen here, but it's just not happening for Veszprem. Ball into the line. Andy Nielsen, well, he has been pretty consistent today. 1 or 2 misses, but really doing a fine job in on the line there. It's been a constant option. Just like Peshmelbeck at the other end. Great output from both line players today. Andy Nielsen, really in the last year or so, seems to have stepped it up again at club level for sure. Ovnicek receives it in the center. He's got space there, but a poor shot. Corrales off to Nantes. Nantes takes about 17 steps, but it doesn't matter. He keeps going, lays it off to Borojan. Borojan goes down heavily. Bit of contact to the face, and the referees will decide among themselves what it was. A 2-minute suspension given to Cavalcanti. He's slightly harsh there, perhaps. Looked like Borojan maybe was dropping his head down. Let's look at that one again. He was somewhat low. Well, yeah, he came out with the elbow. So I think a 2-minute suspension is, you know what? In some other games, some other referees, a harsher call may have been given. Timeout, though.
We need to make in this super. Hey! In this superiority, we need to make a 3-0. Gasper, the wing cannot shoot, okay? The wing cannot, do you understand this? The wing cannot shoot. And then if it's a ball, let's go for the ball. Okay, hey, 2 pivots. Zero ball, the first. Hey, guys, end the defense, please.
Defense. Hey, come on. Hey, run back. Hey, run back. Come on, guys, hey.
The wing cannot shoot. There's David Davis. Run back. So that's another bit in the Nantes. Involved heavily with Veszprem these days. Things get really desperate. They do have 3 right backs though in the squad, so well, maybe based on today, he'd fancy a game. I think he prefers the post-career life. Nantes. Oh, gorgeous ball into Rogerio Moraes, and he gets himself a goal. Absolutely. Veszprem. Stars on the court, on the bench, and on the sideline as well. It's not helping him at the moment. 5 goals down to this Nantes side, who have really impressed in this second half of the season and just seem to be getting better. And their attitude as well really has to be admired. Brie lays it off to Ovnicek. He's got space. That's a penalty and a half, if you ask me, but a goal is given in the end anyway. Was it Moraes who comes flying out from inside the 6-meter area to tackle him? But they got the goal in the end. Oh, nuts. And down the other end, another goal and another 2-minute suspension. The old 1-2 there, goal and a suspension. Nantes, Thibaut Brie, frustrated with himself, but told by Emil Nielsen to just get off. No point in arguing with the referees at this stage. And it's a double suspension at the moment for Nantes. They're 5 goals to the good, but with 2 minutes left to play and a 2-person advantage, Veszprem fancy the chances here of cutting the gap. If they can cut it to 4 or 3, they won't be too devastated by it, considering we go to Hungary next week for the second leg, and there will be fans in the arena, we've been told. So real home advantage there. And with me, happy to kill the time here, and kill at least one of these 2-minute suspensions. 15 seconds left on it. Lazarov challenged by Bolojan, doing exactly what Lazarov wanted, to be fair. Corrales would fancy his chances from a shooter at about 10 meters. Mean breaks through down the left-hand side. Another free throw given. Really good stuff from Nantes in attack. Doing exactly what they want to do. 1 minute 9 seconds left on the clock. They will be down a man for the rest of this game. Ball behind the back. No angle whatsoever. Shot given anyway, but it's, well, I think it's an attacker foul. Either attacker foul or possession. Either way, Veszprem, the chance to cut the deficit to 4. Ball into Nielsen on the line. He absolutely rockets that one in. 32-28. It's a decent finish for this Veszprem side. David De Vries's timeout seemed to be working for them. Just over 30 seconds left on the clock. Is there to be 1 or 2 more goals left in this time? If it's up to Nantes, it'll be 1, and it's going to be their last shot of the game. 20 seconds left. Barring a disaster for them, they'll hold on to possession until the end, and a timeout, the final timeout, called by Alberto Entrerios, as he'll tell his players how they're going to set up for this final attack.
Tu te mets ici, d'accord? Et on tire en la dernière seconde. Hein? Roy, Alex, 5. Tu te vas ici, attaque fort, pour lui, croise, voilà, tu sors. Ok? On joue la dernière action, les gars, on comprend pas.
Allez, jusqu'à la fin, les gars, jusqu'à la fin. Dernière seconde, on tire.
Pas le contre-attaque, pas le contre-attaque. Alex, extérieur, hein?
On parle de but extérieur. Voilà, on parle de but.
Nielsen makes his way off. It suggests they'll be playing without a goalkeeper for the final attack, which makes sense to me, particularly if they get their maths right and take the final shot without giving Veszprem a chance to come back at them. So 6-on-6 in attack for the final attack of this first leg in the quarterfinal. 10 seconds left. Kurbindo lays it off to Ovnicek. Ovnicek plays it away. There's nobody at home. Is there? Ball across. Nielsen does get back just in time, and the buzzer goes before. Second half, a 3-goal win for them would feel a little bit unfair in the end.